How you doing, guys? Hey, look, I'm up. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. I'm up there. So today, what we're doing is one of my subscribers wanted to see how I make stuffed peppers. He specified green stuffed peppers. Quite frankly, I don't really prefer the pepper part. Hey, Gary, how you doing? I don't really prefer the cooked pepper part. I kind of like my peppers raw. So, but, you know, anything for you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started. Hey, Cece, how you doing? We're going to get started on what the ingredients are and what we're going to do. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start out with all the easy ingredients. So I'll turn you guys around, and there we go. We have peppers. You know, I figure I would spare you guys the whole coring and de-seeding.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys can do that. You know, we just go ahead and cut around the top and then pull the seed bundle out. If you want to, you can take out the ribs because they do tend to get a little bit bitter. Not horrible. And we're going to use salt and pepper. I like mushrooms in mine. I like onions. And what would a recipe be without garlic? And tomato paste. Oh, yeah. Garlic and butter. Yeah, gotta have that in everything. And the main filler will be made with ground beef and rice. So, as you can see, chicken is taken care of.
Chicken?
Yeah.
That chicken?
Yeah. What?
He's on duty.
What's his name?
I don't remember his name. It's a Hawaiian name. I can't freaking pronounce it.
Yeah, but he's definitely watching over the rice for us. We have a rice cooker, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're preheating our oven. We want that to about 350-ish, depending on,
Your elevation.
you know, yeah, elevation. We'll go with elevation.
Yeah.
Or quality of stove or whatever.
Yeah.
So, oh, look, there we go, 300, almost there. So, here we go. I'm going to get some stuff cut up. I'm going to also get my ground beef in my pan. Now guys, mind you, this ground beef is a little bit frozen still. Doesn't matter as you put it in. You put it in as a whole thing, you can gradually chip away as it thaws. So you'll be fine. So you don't need a real hot pan right from the door or anything like that. We're just going to take it, we're going to drop it in. You want to make sure it's not a rock though. You want to make sure it's kind of soft on the outside. You know, about 50% thawed if you're going to do it this way. So, we're going to...
Just making sure you can see the meat.
So, and like I've always said, you have to season in layers. Every different layer gets its own seasoning. So I'm going to season the ground beef. I'm going to do a little bit on the onion. I'm going to do a little bit on the mushrooms. I'm not going to do any to the pepper because that should be okay. And I actually like a pretty good amount of pepper with my ground beef.
Gary, what are you having for dinner tonight?
Did he hear about the guy from Papa John's? The CEO or the owner?
Don't know.
Or the shareholder? Or...
Oh. Fail. Sorry, guys.
Yep, multiple fails.
Alright. Back to business. They had Italian baked ziti and meatballs. Yummy.
That sounds good. So, like I said, we're going to salt and pepper everything. We have everything preheated. And what we're going to do is... There.
Pierre said I did hear about him. He got $50 million to leave.
Yeah, he was basically paid off because he made some racist comments, and then he came clean. So now he's not involved with Papa John's anymore.
Is that the guy that did the commercials?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, he basically said some things, and then he had multiple, situations where that happened, and
he said yeah. That
Yeah.
sucks. Just Wrenchit's here. He says that he's at work, but wanted to say hi anyway.
Hey, Wrenchit, don't get in trouble.
But thanks for coming.
People were asking for more live cooking videos, so I figure what better way than to do something that one of you guys, recommended I do. So, as you can see, I'm just peeling off the ground beef as it cooks.
It's half frozen.
Because it's half frozen. And we're going to keep flipping it and just making it go. Want to make sure it stays somewhat flat in the pan. We don't want big lumps because then we're not going to cook.
Yeah.
And the reason I use this is because it has holes, because when we pull it out, you can either strain it or use some kind of a spatula that has holes. I'll probably still strain it, but that's less grease that's going to go in the pan. What will happen is when this all cools down, I'll be able to scoop that out and put that in the trash rather than possibly going down my drain.
Yeah. Don't want it there.
Yeah.
Gear says he has so much to go over on his live tonight.
Oh.
I'm excited. I can't wait to hear all your news.
Yeah, did you get the t-shirts and everything ready, or? I mean, you don't have to tell me. I mean, I can wait.
We'll totally wait, and we'll be there, of course.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's in a half hour.
Is that really?
Yeah.
I thought he was doing 9 o'clock.
No, he's a time changer now. Hashtag
Name changer.
Running Man. Yes.
I mean, I knew that he changed. Was he 9 o'clock before? No, he was 8 o'clock before. Oh my gosh, my brain is fried. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was away for training at work for 3 days, and I just can't think anymore.
It was 8 to 9 for Rob, then 9 to whenever for Gear, I think. And then he was like, I'm going to go with 8.
He said 7:30 from now on.
Yeah, he said he was going to take Rob's place, and 2 days later he came back. Time changer. I'm going to do it at 7:30.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, we definitely want to hear. I mean, if you don't mind, I'll put you in the background, then, the people that are still watching me can always, listen to yours too.
Yep. Jack is here. He says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Jack. How are you?
Jack, thanks for coming. Gear says hi to Jack. The dog is saying hello.
Good.
All right then, dog.
Good boy, puppy. Go get it. No, not that. Does he need food?
I don't know. Let's see what's going on with this little beef thing here.
There you go. Good boy.
He said, sounds good to me. Thumbs up. Woo.
So guys, what do you put in your stuffed peppers? Because we have the rice, we have some veggies, we have tomato paste.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know some people like to, put a little bit of ground pork, ground turkey, ground chicken.
Mm-hmm. They'll do like a trio meat mixture.
Yeah, a lot of people like to do the veal, pork, and beef.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, definitely.
I like sometimes, because we don't always use the tomato paste, we'll use spaghetti sauce. And it works just fine.
Unless you're Italian, would that be gravy?
No, because that's not true gravy.
Okay.
That's canned sauce.
Yeah, because there's no meat renderings out of it, right?
Yeah. Bailey, you better stop. How about we get a treat for this beast?
Yeah.
Whoa, close up.
Ah! Here, I can take over my live stream. So, as you can see, I'm just breaking it down. I have it on about medium heat. I'm just going to, let it all get together. And over here we got our rice going. I love the rice cooker because when it gets done, it goes to warm. And we're good. Don't have to worry about it. And got our peppers prepped, ready, waiting to go. Butter, that's going to be after the ground beef is done and we're draining it. We're going to use some of the butter to cook up some of these veggies a little bit. So that's really about it. Stuffed peppers are actually really easy. They're a little bit time consuming because you have to do things in a little bit of an organized manner, unlike what I am doing this evening. But since I was doing it as a live, it gives me time to interact with you guys in between,
Stirring.
and stirring and stuffing and all that kind of stuff. So, where'd the comments go?
Well, hopefully we can be done in time by Gear's thing, because I haven't been on his in a while.
Well, I mean, honestly, once we put them in the oven,
that's all she wrote.
yeah, they just cook. And it's really only cooking the pepper at that point, because everything else is going to be cooked. So once the pepper is to your taste, you're fine. If you like it a little bit crunchy still, if you like it to be soft, I mean, it's all up to you. I mean, that'll be a quick, it could be quick, or like me, I like my pepper, if I do eat it cooked, I like it to be soft. I really do. How about you? What
I
do you
like them roasty. Roasty toasty.
You like them roasty toasty?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you mind the skin that's on the pepper?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't really mind that either. I mean, on the green peppers, the skin does get a little bit bitter, but
To be honest, green peppers are not my favorite. For whatever reason, like, they taste good, I like them.
Oh.
But, hi.
Hey.
I think they taste good, but my body doesn't appreciate them, and they tend to come back up multiple times.
Yeah, I agree. Green
But the red peppers and the orange and the yellow are just perfect fine.
I love the yellow ones. They are so mild. I really do love them. So, what pepper do you guys like? Do you like the red, the green, the yellow, or the orange?
Or do you use other peppers? Like, these are the bell peppers, but there are other peppers that you can use if you like them hot. You can go with the, are those the green chilies? The ones that are about that big around, about yay long?
Yeah, you could. Or if you wanted to make them as appetizers, you could go with a poblano.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I wouldn't say a jalapeno. That might be a little bit hot.
That would be weird.
But if you mix cheese in with the mix,
Which you could.
that might work. Instead of using rice, if you just used ground beef and cheese, that might be something I might make. So I might definitely do that now. But yeah, how are we looking?
Pretty good. We're just getting the red stuff. The red stuff.
Okay.
The red meat. Brown. I got everything all broken up. So.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. You just covered up everything. I was for a second.
Okay.
You see all the stuff that's not fully cooked yet. We want to get that cooked. We'll get that out. We'll drain it, and we'll leave a little bit of the rendering in there, a little bit of that fat, because that'll also add flavor to our vegetables. We're not going to pour it out and let it drip, drip, drip. We're just going to do a quick rough pour, put some butter in there, and then start cooking our veggies.
That's what you think.
No, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let the ground beef fully drain while we're doing the vegetables.
Thank you.
But we're gonna leave a little bit of that,
Oh, in the
a little bit of the beef fat in there
Got it.
to help flavor the vegetables.
Understood.
So, yeah, I love hot peppers too, Gear. Let me say, I am totally slacking on
Seriously?
all these comments.
Seriously.
Yeah. And let's see. Hey, Jack, how are you? Sounds good to me. Hey, Bailey. I'm doing good, Gear. What's Edge cooking? We're doing stuffed peppers. Gear Runner says stuffed peppers. Yeah, there you go. Sounds like a good recipe. I should try that, Gear. Jack says sounds good. My wife has made them once a few years ago, but don't know what she put in them. They're actually really easy. You can really put anything in it as long as you cook the protein first and put it in there. I mean, if you like a slightly crunchier onion, or if you like a more, I'm not going to say, wow.
Rice is done.
Rice is done. You know, if you like a slightly more firm mushroom, you can not cook them and put them in when you put them in the oven. So that would also work. So it depends on what you want. This is a pretty free range type recipe there. Jack says, Edge, I wished you lived up the road from me. I could come over for dinner.
Heck yeah.
I would love that. Any of you guys, if you live close, you know, give me a heads up. You know, give me a heads up. I'll definitely do it. Jack says, I love the red and yellow. You know what? That's the general census from what I understand. Depending on what you're cooking. If you're doing like an Indian food or something like that, I do prefer a green one, because that bitter does help out with the recipe. Gear says, I like the green and then the red. Okay, so you like the more bitter end of it. Basically, the darker color of the pepper, the more bitter they are. But in salads, I love a thin sliced green one. But I don't like them cooked for some reason. I'm weird. Gear likes hot peppers. Gear says, tell Courtney she just said helper. What? Gear says, no mushrooms. Sorry, sir. I love them. I will be doing that. So, I will be draining.
I will be.
Courtney will be. And guys,
watch me. The sink is dirty though.
Yeah, guys, I gotta tell you in advance that the sink's dirty. So,
Oh, Bailey.
you know, because this is Edge every day. We don't do our dishes every day. We're just Edges every day.
Seriously. Show in the sink.
All right. So now that you've seen our dirty sink,
Thank you.
you know, this is real life. I mean, this is what we do.
Oh, Bailey.
What do you think about them bottle stoppers, guys? Yeah, I kind of like them. Courtney got mad for some reason and walked away. Don't know why. But I will be... I can cook one-handed. I'm good at that. So, I will... Actually, I'm such a liar. Oh, we ran out of paper towels.
You're putting the grease on the burner?
Oh, you got... Oh, that... See, that's why. I didn't realize, but a little bit of grease dropped down the pan.
A lot of it.
Okay, a lot. Dropped down the pan, and that's why she had to run and get paper towels, because she didn't want to have the grease burn on the burner. Hey, Nettie. Dan. How you doing? Hey, Edge Tundra Whisperer's wife. Why, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Well, this is a special day.
You love stuffed peppers. Well, I'm glad we can bring these to you. There was somebody else that actually asked. I'm not sure who it was. I want to say it might have been boiled nuts. I'm not sure.
It's okay.
But the video's there. It's okay. Well, Courtney's going to take over because now I'm starting to.
Actually cook.
Yes, I'm going to cook now. So here we go. So we got our pan going. About 2 tablespoons of butter. The pan's hot. Don't do this, guys.
Unless you're well experienced or don't mind burning yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Right, puppy? That's what we're going to do.
Okay, so we are on medium heat.
Yes, we are.
Melting our butter. And do it nicely.
I cannot get my open. Okay. Where's? Oh, there we go. Since it was already cooked, you can use it. Gonna put that in there. And we're gonna start with our onions first. The reason we start with the onions is they take longer to cook. And you want to make sure your onions are almost done because when you add the garlic and the mushrooms, you want to add the mushrooms probably when your onions are about 3/4 of the way done.
Or you could do them separately.
Yeah, or you can do them separately because you want to get the moisture out of the onions so that you don't have kind of like a pepper soup bowl.
Yeah. Here we are again. He's staring at me. Bailey. Doggy dog. Thanks for coming, Dan. We'll see you later.
See you, sir. Have a nice evening. I'm sure I'm going to be seeing all you guys when you cut off the bus to go over to gear,
Yep.
but that's perfectly fine.
Bailey. Gear says hi. He said hello back.
So now we're going to cut up our garlic, and I'm just going to start by cutting the one end off. And once again, since I use elephant garlic, it peels really easy. You can just squeeze it and then the whole thing will peel. It has a thicker wrapper than what
Skin tip wrapper?
skin wrapper
Okay.
than what normal garlic has. You know, bigger skin on bigger garlic. Then we'll cut the other end off. Just because I found out that the ends, if you look right here, I don't know if that'll focus.
Yep.
When you get to the end, it gets a little bit woody like asparagus, at least on the one end. And that end is the one that
Grows
actually looks woody. So,
That's where the roots are.
yep. So what we're going to do today is we're going to cook everything separately. And the reason for that is, like I said earlier, we don't want it to get watery. So I want to keep the butter flavor in here. And then I'll pull this out, put it in a separate bowl. Then I'll put the mushrooms in right on top with hardly any fat. Just enough so that it doesn't absorb more moisture. So, and the garlic, you can really put it in any way you want. You can shave it, you can mince it, you can grind it. It all depends on your garlic preference. Me, I'm just going to do a real quick mince / chop.
Nettie Girl wants to know, cast iron on glass top? Can you do that? I got rid of my cast iron because I thought it would scratch the oven top.
Oh, it scratches the crap out of it.
It does, but
it
at the
does.
same time, so do the other pans. So I'm sure you can see that.
If you notice, a lot of things, I'm not sure how much you actually watch my channel, and if it's minimal, that's fine. If it's a lot, thank you for watching. If you notice, when I cook with my cast iron, I don't really move the pan. If I'm cooking with one of the other pans, you'll see me like sauteing and flipping and stuff like that. But with the cast iron, I leave it in place. I don't play with it that much. The only thing I play with is the stuff inside. You know, and like usual, you want to make sure that everything kind of stays in the pan flat because you don't want it to, you know, be piled up in there.
We have a rogue mushroom in there. I see it. I see you, mushroom.
Yeah. So, kind of the same way you do an onion. You hold it flat, you cut your cross layers, and then you...
Or you can just put it in your mincer.
Yeah, or put it in a mincer. I actually want to get one of them roller chopper thingies. They look really good.
Yeah.
So, it's like an onion. You cut this way, and then you cut this way, and then you cut down like that. So, that's the way we're going to be doing it this evening.
Nate Girl says there is not a better smell than butter and onions and garlic frying. Mmm.
I fully agree with you.
Fully agree. Unless you're throwing some spices in there. Maybe some sage or oregano. You don't even need that. Truly, this is just amazing right here.
Yeah.
The realtors say, yeah, you should bake some cookies and make that, you know, your house smell good. No.
Yeah.
Make breakfast. Fry yourself some onions and eggs.
I agree with that.
Although it was onions and eggs. So, I don't know. I'm more of a savory person. Although cookies are nice.
Alright, so now our onions are about where I like them. They're still a little crunchy, but they're also going to continue to cook in the oven. So I'm going to take these out, get them in a bowl, and then throw the mushrooms in with minimal fat to make sure that I don't add any kind of moisture to them.
Yeah, you can see the caramelization on them. So they're not going to be loose and floppy. They're going to be structured, not crunchy like raw, but
They're going to be extremely firm,
yep,
but not crunchy.
right.
So,
Good stuff. You want to put it in that bowl there?
yeah.
Okay.
We have a mixing bowl here that all this stuff is going to go into. So make sure that you have a bowl that can accept high heat.
Yep, oven
We should-
safe.
Yeah, you don't want to put hot stuff in there, especially if it has oil in it, because the hot oils will crack your bowl. So
Remember that time that I...
we're just going to take these, scoop them in there. Sorry for your ears, guys, I know. And we're going to go back to our burner and hurt your ears again.
If you could not, that'd be great.
Yeah. So now I'm going to cut this back to probably about medium lowish. And I will add a little bit of oil because
What happened to the butter?
I love olive oil with mushrooms.
All right, excuse me. Mr. Jack would like to know,
Yes.
talking about bowls, is your maple bowl still drying?
That will be doing that for a good 2 to 3 months, sir.
Yes. It's painstaking waiting for this thing.
Yes.
Because it's so pretty.
Actually, it's sitting in my living room in a bag.
Yes, it is.
What we're doing is it's gradually releasing the water content that it has. I want it to get down to somewhere around 8 to 10% before I finish it. It'll still distort and warp at that point, but it shouldn't split.
Yeah, that's the whole issue of it splitting.
Yeah. So what it's doing now is you have it in a bag and you have it in there with the wood chips, and I put wet wood chips in there. So as the outside wood chips gradually dry, it gradually soaks up the humidity from the bowl itself, and it slows the process down. It's either you dry it really fast, like in a kiln, or you dry it really slowly, the natural way, and that's what I'm going for with this one, because I want to try different bowls different ways, but that's the main reason why I'm doing it this way.
Nettie girl wants to know, and it's the age-old question, babe.
Yes.
Is that an UGG glove?
Yes, it is. You know what?
It was a gift, was it not?
It was a gift.
You remember who it was from?
It was actually from your dad.
It was.
I have 2 of them.
Yes, you do.
And I was given them for safety reasons. Because I was burned multiple times, and
Because he thinks towels are okay to use.
Yeah, but there's been a few times
Not okay.
I've grabbed this and the towel was a little bit damp, like this one.
Yeah.
You can see wet spots.
Yeah, that'll steam your skin right off.
Yeah, so if you grab it and it's too hot, you might as well put your hand in boiling water.
Might as well.
So
Use
Don't
your
do
UGG
that.
glove.
Yes.
Unless you leave your UGG glove on
But
the drying towel.
But I will tell you, if your UGG glove gets wet, it steams it even worse.
Yes.
Keep them dry.
Yes.
So I think we need more mushers.
Oh, my. Bailey. Now you tell me.
I'm going to take our mushrooms
Okay,
off.
babe.
I like mushrooms.
Okay, he likes mushrooms, people.
I want some more mushrooms. And we are using Baby Bella. Hey.
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
We're using Baby Bella mushrooms.
Portobello.
Yeah.
Baby portobellos.
Baby portobellos. Or if you go to your store, they might be labeled this way, Baby Bellas.
Yeah.
So, make sure that you wash them. Preferably.
Gear said he's got to get ready for his live to see you all in a few. Thanks, Gear, and we'll see you.
Okay, and by the way, I haven't ordered that shirt yet, but I will be, sir.
Samesies. Nettie. LOL. I thought so. I know, it's funny, isn't it? I swear, that's like the only infomercial thing that we have, I think.
Yeah,
There might be more. I don't know.
I mean, it kind of is, but I really have to say that they do work phenomenal.
I'm going to eat another one. I want to burn myself getting them.
And honestly, at this point, if you put the mushrooms in with the cooked ones, it's not like we're adding raw meat to a cooked meat. So there's no problem with this. It just might be a little bit different textured. But guess what? This is Edge every day. This is everyday struggles, people.
Yeah. What do you think, chicken?
The worst part is you never really know just how much the mushrooms are going to shrink.
Well, we are almost there, hon.
Almost there.
You might want to get this back on the burner.
Yeah, we're probably about ready. These are almost cut up now.
Put
that-
some
and-
oil in there.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, you're cooking, not me. Let me just zip it.
Zippy
long stockings. Jinx! Could put the garlic in there at the same time, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the pan back up to temperature. And since we added more mushrooms, we want to add a little bit more salt and pepper. Add a little bit to my garlic.
Jack said, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Please help grow Edge channel. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you very much, sir.
I appreciate that. And in case you're joining us and you don't know, we're making stuffed peppers.
Yes.
Green and red. With the included ingredients of mushroom, garlic, tomato paste, peppers, onions, rice, and ground beef. Cheese.
And me.
Oh, yeah. Yay.
because the other one soaked up all the other oil. So we'll put about another teaspoon in just to help out our cooking process here. And as you can see, I have this up a lot higher than I did before because I'm in a rush.
Why? Because you're hungry?
Well, yeah, I'm hungry and we gotta get the Gears channel.
We do. This won't take much longer. It's those and then we combined everything and stuff.
Yeah, we should just make it to his channel. Basically, like Courtney said, we're going to take this, put that in there. I'm getting ready to add my garlic now because we don't want to burn our garlic. And it doesn't look like I have enough oil because I'll burn my garlic.
Goodness.
Don't want to do that. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit right on top of the garlic. So that way it gets to where I want it.
Do we need a close-up in the pan again?
Nah, we're good. I mean, we added garlic.
Here's an overhead view.
So, basically when I cook garlic for something like this, I cook it until it becomes very fragrant because I use elephant garlic. It's not really harsh if you get a chunk in your mouth. So it's not like the other garlic that is overwhelming. So I'm only going to cook it for probably about a minute, minute and a half at tops. Not to mention it's going to continue cooking and releasing its oils into the peppers when we cook. This smells amazing though.
It does.
I love mushrooms and garlic together. It's like mushrooms and onions. Alright, so we got that done.
All right.
We get our of glove
Yeah.
and pick it up.
Whoop. Bad angle.
We go right in here. And because my carpal tunnel's bothering me tonight, come back.
Think you got it, babe.
Make sure we don't put it on our burner. Now we can take our oven glover off. And as you can see, it kind of got... Oh!
Get
Puppy!
it, puppy.
Get it!
All right. He is gone.
Yeah, he knows that, but... Yeah.
All right, Bailey. You got it good.
Good boy, Bailey. There you go. And how much tomato paste do you normally put
I
in?
put it on top.
You just put it on top and let it seep through as it cooks?
Yes. I mean, you
Okay.
could put maybe like a couple tablespoons in there if you want it for flavor.
Yeah. Go, Bailey. Need a spoon. I want to do a preliminary mixing.
I don't know what that means.
I just want to get the veggies a little bit mixed with the ground beef.
Okay.
You know,
You have to bang everything, babe.
I do.
It's quite obnoxious.
I'm sorry, but...
Okay.
No, jeez. So,
There's the rice.
hashtag of glove.
Oh, goodness.
So, what consistency do you like for your mixture?
Tight.
You like it tight.
Yeah.
So, I can probably get away with about that much to start.
Yeah. And for the rice, it's just water and long grain white rice. 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. That's it.
So basically, you doubled the cups of,
The amount of product.
yeah, if you have 1 cup of rice, it's 2. If you have 10 cups of rice, it's 20 cups of water. So you just double it. That's all. I think we need more, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you like your mixture? Do you like it like 1/3 to 2/3?
It just depends on what mood I'm on, really. If I like extra carbs, I want extra rice. Like 2/3 rice, 1/3 whatever. If I really am feeling the beef and the mushrooms, I'll do half and half.
Now, it also depends. If I was just going to have the beef and onions, I would probably put less rice in. But because we have mushrooms, I would enjoy more of the like earthy beef flavor.
Yeah. Did you want to season that at all?
I will add a little bit more salt and pepper. That look
Yep.
good to you? And once again, guys, I'm using my Himalayan sea salt. I still have to get that video together for you guys about the benefits of it. I mean, it helps with kidney function. It helps with,
Sodium intake?
yeah, I mean,
It's not a chemical, it's a natural salt.
yeah. Not to mention all the minerals and everything, because the mountain chain that it comes out of, which just so happens to be the same one that Everest is in. Yeah, there's phenomenal things.
Jack said, looks great, making me hungry. I'm hungry smelling it, man.
Well, guys,
Banging on the dishes.
what we're going to do is we're going to get these filled, and at the end, I'll put up a picture on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's Edge Everyday, just like we are here. And you'll be able to see the finished product.
Can I stuff them?
Yeah.
I want to stuff them for them.
So basically what we're doing now is we're just going to fill peppers.
That's it.
Courtney has a better technique than me. I actually tried once just taking the pepper and scooping everything up.
Scoop is not going to work.
Yeah, that was definitely not cool. It
Yeah.
didn't work at all.
And I pack it in there so when you like go to eat your pepper, it's nice and solid. Nice and solid in there.
Yeah, she doesn't like any air pockets or anything.
No.
I would have probably liked some nice shaved garlic on top. I love garlic. I could eat... Oh.
Yeah, man down. What else, babe?
That's really about it. I mean, we stuff them.
What else could you top them with?
I actually like... Some people mix Parmesan in there, too.
Yeah, you could do that.
Like, if you leave out the mushrooms and onions, and you just use rice and Parmesan, a lot of people leave out the rice, and they use breadcrumbs and Parmesan. But... Actually, I would probably be a fan of a nice little slice of Munster on top.
Well, we've got that. We've also got provolone.
We do. We have American.
Mm-hmm. What other things do you like to stuff?
Honestly, if I can put a protein in any vegetable, I'd do it.
So we like to stuff zucchini. And you're like, what? Those zucchini things are so small. Not if you grow them yourself. You can make them things big.
Yeah, we grew zucchini that were seriously, what would you say, about 16, 17 inches long and about...
4 and a half inches round.
Yeah, like the ones you get in the store are like that tomato paste can right there. Yeah. Now, the ones we got, I mean, the ends of some of them were like that big. And then they tapered down to the tomato soup can.
Yep.
You get them, you use a spoon, you take the seeds out, and then you just fill it with almost the same stuffing we have here. I actually like that one with breadcrumbs though. Breadcrumbs and Parmesan.
Like stuffing mushrooms.
Stuffed mushrooms are really good also.
Mm-hmm.
What do you stuff your mushrooms with?
So I use the white button mushrooms. Sometimes I'll use the portobellos.
I like the full-size portobellos, the ones that are like 6 inches, the
I
big
like
cat.
them, but I don't like to stuff those. I'll put panko breadcrumbs, eggs, mozzarella cheese, and Parmesan cheese. What else? Rice.
Okay.
What else? I think that's it. There. Now I'm gonna put some.
Yeah, I love portobellos, Jack. I really do. But gotta move that.
Okay. And we're just gonna smear that right there on top.
Now, do you leave it as a dollop
No,
or not?
smear, babe.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you try to like push it into it, or do you just get it flat so it doesn't run all over?
This one needs a little bit more.
Now, this isn't Daisy, but you get a dollop. I really like the way that one looks. It looks like it's like a tomato sundae. Aw.
Sunday, you poor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I gotta take it as I can get it.
Yeah. And this is a good way to prevent your rice from getting hard and dried out in the oven too.
Yeah, and
It steams the stuff that's in there.
yes, and the fluid that goes down in it, the little bit that you get from the tomatoes helps flavor. Plus, it also helps with steaming the inside of the pepper.
All right, I think we are just about done.
Okay, so now we are going in the oven. Let's see if there's a surprise. Oh, there is. I've been heating up a baking sheet. So there you go.
Great job.
Let me get that out with said of glove.
Wow, that was really close. Sorry.
Bailey, go, puppy. Go faster. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna turn you around.
And I'm going to switch this to my top oven.
Great.
All right. So, like I said, guys, don't forget to go over and follow me on Instagram. It's Edge Every Day. I'll go back after this video posts, and I will add my link there, and you'll be able to see pictures of the finished product.
Yep. Hold on. Jack says he likes portobellos, and Nettie says she likes stuffed mushrooms. And one more thing, Jack says, Edge, when you reach your 400 subscribers, I would like to sponsor a gift for your channel. Would you be open to that?
I would be.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I definitely would be. And I would like to do a review on whatever said gift is. Even if it's something small like a spice that you prefer in your everyday cooking. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, we have Nettie said, could you mix the paste in the hot rice mixture before you stuff the peppers, or would it not work? It would work.
You could.
You could. And you could also even mix in an egg. You could beat in an egg to that rice mixture, and it'll give you more of a solid, like, quiche style stuffing.
I like to do that when I use breadcrumbs. It kind of ties everything together.
Mm-hmm. So, well, guys, make sure you check the finished product out on Instagram.
I'll make sure I try and tag whoever I see on here, and then even a couple other people that haven't had the chance to make it. Once again, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, guys, get in the kitchen, keep cooking.
Keep eating.
See you guys. Have a nice night.